Hello, y'all. Welcome to another video. Today is October 14th. Um, Tuesday, October 14th. Yesterday was obviously October 13th, and we didn't trade because the market was not open. Wow. What the hell? Okay. So this is the trade recap for today. Where's my? Did I not take it here? Um. It might have been this one, I'm not so sure. Yeah, okay. So as some of you know, I'm starting a new job, and I won't be able to trade New York session open. Unfortunately, I know that's sad. That's super sad for me. But now I have to wake up at 3 in the morning and try to trade at that time. So I will explain how I lost 600 in the first trade, and then I made $1,000 on my second trade, and I ended up the day with a $400 win, $400 something win. I'm gonna show you this because I wanna be able to show it. Tuesday, I believe it was today, if I'm not wrong. 1,100. I'm not sure. Huh. Yeah, today I made 1,000. I made 3 trades. The first one was with two contracts, and the second trade was one contract. Sadly, I was going to enter with two, which would have left me with 1,500 or 400 uh, on, on the day. But it is what it is. Okay. So here's the trade. Here's how much I lost. 300 in the morning, right as London session opened, and then I made 1,000 before London session closed. And here are the trades. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so this is the trade where I lost. This is Asian section low. When London session opened, we came down and we took it. Clearly a nice rejection of this gap in the 5 minute. That's how I was doing it, 5 minute. But also, let me see, in the 1 hour. Yeah, that's the gap as well, right here that we have. I know it's bigger because I didn't allow time frame. I should have done it in the 1 hour time frame because we perfectly close it and then we start going up. Anyways, this is how I lost. Okay, so I see that rejection right there, and then I go into a lower time frame, and I think to myself, okay, we took Asian session lows, and we did a pretty good rejection of this gap, and we inversed this 1 minute fair value gap. I did not want to enter right there. We had a 5 minute fair value gap right here. We do inverse it, and then I see it come down. Unfortunately for me, I decide to enter sometime here, I believe. Obviously I thought we had better draws in liquidity to the upside than this gap, but I thought wrong. My take profit was gonna be over here. Stop loss, I believe, wasn't it here? It might have been here. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And stop loss was somewhere down here. Take profit up there. As you can see, we went up and I was up $200, but the thing was, I knew that we didn't break structure because we just liquidated this 5 minute high, and we didn't close above it. and yet still I decided to go long, and that's very simple, just simple as that. We took a low, we reacted off of the gap, and yeah. I mean, here would have been a better entry, but then we had that 5 minute for better gap. I wanted us to inverse it, which we did, and then we came down to it, or like this 1 minute fair belly gap as well, and then we bounced out of it. I was waiting for this 1 minute fair belly gap to be inversing. It happened, so I entered, but unfortunately I lost. Okay, that's over for that trade. I thought that was going to be it. I was not going to trade anymore. I lost. I was gonna trade um tomorrow at 3 a.m. again. Yeah, don't worry. I do use these lines here and there when they pop up, you know. And yeah, I mean, we do. I'm looking at this level right here, which is being respected a couple times, and I didn't take it here, but I took it in NQ. You see that? If this, okay, let's guess, you know, if this would have come up and then bounce, I would have entered right there, but it did not, so it just dived. I was not expecting it to dive right here. I was expecting it to either consolidate it a little more. But anyway, we come right here. We have this reaction right here. You see, we go all the way low. We go really far down, and then we start going up at the 5 minute, 5 minute breaker structure, and then the equilibrium was going to get here right here. I would have liked to waited for this, but then I saw this consolidation right here on this level, and I went to the lower time frame, and I saw, like I said, I saw that consolidation right there, and then I saw a little of a breaker structure right here, like it broke this level, but then I saw it going down, and we inverted. Did we? Is there a 1 minute for belly gap? Tiny one, so that there's no 1 minute for belly gap. So I saw it that we went up and then started going down. So I entered right here, one micro. Was risking $300. I wanted to enter a second, not micro, one contract. I wanted to enter a second contract and then put my lows at all the way down here. But I decided to take profit somewhere here because I saw like it was going up, and my by this point I had already made $1,000. So I was like, okay, that's a $400 win for the day, and I'm glad I didn't hold it, because even though we went down a little further, we came up again, and I was not about to let all this profit go away. So even though if once we took this low, I would have put my stop loss to break even, and I would have gotten stopped out. But it would have gone that way. This one, it was just an idea. I thought maybe it goes down. Why not? But I would have been stopped out. Luckily, I didn't enter, so that trade never happened. But yeah, I saw this at 9 a.m. Luckily, I was like, we were looking for some items with my other coworker, and I had time to be on the phone while he was driving. I saw this, where was it? 950. This right here, 950. Somewhere right here, and then we have this 1 minute for belly gap, 1 minute for belly gap inverse. I saw it, but since I've had already traded, and I didn't want to lose on the day, so I did not enter. Obviously, there's not much of a confluence right there. It's just at 1 minute. We take London session low. We also complete the 1 hour verbal, 1 hour gap right here, and it would not have been a bad trade, but I guess I was not confident in it. So when I saw 950, I was like, okay, 950 somewhere over here. I could have entered right there, put my stop loss right here, and then go all the way to these highs and the next highs. Look, that would have been nice. That's a 124, but I did not enter. I was not about to risk my $400 that I made on the day. If I didn't trade before, I would probably have done this, but then I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to trade every New York session. But this would have been a beautiful trade because in the 5 minute, I don't think we have anything. Yeah, like we have a 5 minute inverse, and then we don't even come back to a 5 minute verbal or anything. Yeah, we do here, but at this point, we're already at London session highs. And then I was looking at this at 3 p.m., but sadly, it just dumped. Did not give me anything. This consolidation was nice. Alright, that's the trade for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope my mic was a recording. If not, I'll be super upset. Alright, I'll see you all another day. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. I know they're long. I'll try to make them shorter. Because nobody wants to listen to me talk for 10 minutes. And they'll prefer to do something else and watch something more entertaining. Okay. But I'm doing this for me. I want to see how I progress. I want to see how we do. So today was the third day out of the 5 that we need to get a payout. We only need 2 more, and then we'll get a payout. So we'll see how it goes. I'll have to wake up at 3 in the morning again today. Tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. That was the trade for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. And follow me and drop a comment. Maybe you can help me get better. Thank you all.